Hey guys, so I'm in MGM Signature and I'm going to give you a tour of this one bedroom. I'm actually doing this for one of my specific clients that's interested in purchasing. And if you're interested in being one of my clients, I can do this exact same thing for you. Now, it's going to be a really dark tour because this unit, for some reason, has no power in it right now. So it's going to be a little bit dark, but I'm going to use my handy dandy flashlight and hopefully this turns out okay. But right now, let's get into it. I'm on the balcony of this one bedroom, two bath unit in MGM Signature, and this is a O2 floor plan. So this is going to be your view. This is in Tower 3, which is the building that's closest to Harmon. Here we go. And you're right over, this is on the 7th floor, so we are looking at the parking area, the valet area, and Top Golf. So you have Top Golf over there, and then they have all the driving range booths over on that side. That's gotta look pretty good at night. And if I look up all the way, you can see the top of Tower 2 over there. So I wanna hit this corner one more time so you can see the pool area on this side and all of the common area down below. There we go. And then this does, of course, have a glass balcony here, and we are on the corner of the building, so you do have a little wraparound right there as well. So it terminates right there. It is covered, so it is a covered area. Here we are. And now let's get into the unit, and I will make sure to get my flashlight out. Here we are. Now this camera is brand new actually. It's one of the most advanced portable cameras that you can possibly buy. And so I think hopefully it will get a lot of high ISO. I think that's what it's called. So you get a lot of light in your picture, even in a dark situation. So that is what I'm looking for. And right now I'm kind of just panning over the furniture because I want to see what kind of wear and tear we're looking at for this unit. And I looked through it all. I mean, of course, I had to go through it first before I started to film anything, so I knew what I was looking for. And so in this area, this is all actually looking really soft. I do not know how often this has been rented. We can try to find out some history on that, of course, but it looks really good, actually. So really light wear and tear. I don't see a lot of traffic patterns. Oh, I do see, wow, I can actually see more in the camera than I can see in real life. This really brightens it up. It's good. So I have a little bit of a dark area here, but it's not really noticeable in real life all that much. But that's actually the only area that I see that is a little bit different from the rest. So the traffic pattern isn't that bad. Now, next thing is going off to actually look at the functionality. I've opened up all of these drawers. I opened up all of the kitchen cabinets as well. I want to make sure that everything is functioning correctly, right? So opening this up, we're supposed to have a light that comes on here, but since the power is off, the light is not on. But this actually is all functioning. All these cabinets in the unit are functioning correctly, and they're not loose, they're not shaky, and they're not abused. So it doesn't look like we have a lot of abuse here. You do get normal wear and tear like this area down here, and this, let's say that one over there, and then different corners of the unit. So going up and opening this, a lot of people never use these. So sometimes they could be, just in perfect condition. Like this one's actually in perfect condition. But sometimes they can be broken and no one ever looks at it ever again because it's tucked away in here. But all these units or all these drawers are functioning correctly. They look great. Of course, you got your DVD player if you want some ancient technology. And I do like that this is actually on an arm, so you can pull it away from the wall or you can keep it in. I do like that a lot. This area is also looking just fine. Let me open it up so you can take a look at it. Here you are, you can hang your clothes. That bar is for actually hanging your clothes. So if you're packing, bring some hangers because we don't have any hangers in this one. But here we are. And closing this up, let's head to the next one. You do have your ice bucket and your waters here as well. Looking at this furniture, all of this actually seems in pretty good shape. You do have wear and tear here on some of it. There it is. And on that side, but I want to make sure, this is going to be a very detailed video because I want to make sure these clients really know what they're looking at because they are not in town right now to actually view it. And so this is going to be an offer subject to them approving the condition of the property. And I just want to go through everything. And this is not an uncommon way to purchase. In Las Vegas, we get a lot of people that are from all around the world, and they don't have time. They don't have time to come in. But this, I'm sure at some point these clients will come in and take a look at it. And right now, I'm just very impressed. I'm impressed with the amount of cleanliness. There is some flaws, not much. This tile is cracked. It doesn't seem loose though, so that's very good. And this is your front door coming into the unit. And if we're looking at a plan right here, you have your elevator stack here, and we are right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a red dot. This is the corner O2 floor plan of MGM Signature. And one of the things I love to see is when a unit has a good condition like this, and one of the things I look at to see how long it's been since anybody's been here is this area right here. I look at the countertop and I run my finger along it, and if there is a streak, then that means that this is dust and no one has been here for an extended period of time, which I love to see. It's good and bad. You could have, different problems that happen with the unit because no one's actually maintaining it, or no one's actually here right now, which I do have 2 items in here that I want to point out for that part. But besides that, it's pretty self-sustained. It looks very good. And let's get into this kitchen a little bit more. So this is your Sub-Zero appliance here. You have these are expensive fridges. These are like $10,000 or actually $11,000. It's Sub-Zero. $11,000 minimum. Here we are. Everything looks pretty clean inside. And over here, the freezer area all looks very good as well. Here we are. There is no ice in here. There is no power. So everything is off currently. And going into these drawers, I have opened all of these drawers. They all function correctly, but I want to hit a few of them just so you can at least take a look inside and see the condition. And of course, hit this microwave open. Oh, here we go. This is actually probably the most used item in this unit because these ovens rarely get used. And one thing that's really interesting with this is that it has, I know this is an odd thing to say, but it has both trays, which is really cool because these are expensive trays. They cost $200 per little tray, right? But a lot of the units, they're missing one or both. It's just interesting. I found it cool that you have both. That's an insider tip from viewing a lot of these units. And then here we are. And then you have your backsplash. Everything looks so clean. This is very nice. This area here is not all scratched up. Sometimes renters get pots on there and start, scraping, and then it ends up with scratches long term and gets heavy wear and tear. This looks very good. Oh, and another thing that looks very good, that's a common problem with these units, is in here. So we have a really hard water in Las Vegas. Right, I got my flashlight out. Here we are. So we have hard water in Las Vegas, and so sometimes these units or this dishwasher can just be destroyed with hard water deposits everywhere. And this actually looks fantastic. I'm not over exaggerating. This actually looks really, really good compared to a lot of units that I've seen. And all these are Bosch appliances. So that's not too bright. Looks like it's too bright for you guys. There we go. And then we have kitchen area here. One thing I do like to do is look underneath to see if there's any kind of water issues going on. I didn't see anything that's currently operating here. Usually you'll have you usually have like some kind of water spots here. I did see that with some of the other ones, but there's no wet areas and everything is okay. I don't see anything that's actually an active plumbing leak, so that's pretty good. Here we go. And now let's head over to the next thing, the shower area. So this area is pretty dark, but let's see how this camera turns up the ISO. ISO, is that right? I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's how much light actually comes in to the lens to be able to lighten up a dark spot. So everything looks pretty good in here, and I'm actually very shocked at the grout lines in the shower, because that's another thing with these units. You get hard water, you get dirty areas in the grout, and actually this second bath is one of the cleanest ones I've ever seen. So the grout lines actually in here are pretty much perfect. The main shower has a little bit more wear, but it actually looks really, really good. So that's very cool. I want to make sure I get all this detail for you, and it may be overkill, you think, but I mean, opening up all these things, one of the big things you get too is these sweeps. They're rubber sweeps on the bottom here. These will wear out, they will get corroded, and they've not been replaced. Like over here too, same thing, and it can leak. So we really want to check these things out before we, have any damage further. You may take possession of it because you know it's there, but we also want to make sure you get it repaired at some point because we don't want to have anything happen long term. Another thing too, hardwire deposits gather around these handles. These, let me see, the sink handles, and this actually looks very good. You have a little bit of noticing right here, right, a little bit, but that's nothing you can't just wipe out, so that's pretty good. Or at least it looks like nothing you can wipe out, or something you can just wipe out. All right, now let's head over into the master bedroom. So this is the master bedroom area. One quick thing before. You notice that there is a shower in here. This is your second bath over on this side, and your couch does pull out to be a full bed in here as well. And you know, it looks like it could be a queen size bed. I don't know what size specifically, but it's a pull-out couch bed. Going into the master bedroom, everything looks really good. Another fun fact about MGM Signature, all of these that you see up, the TVs that are popped up and out, they used to go up and down, but they had so many problems with their mechanics of actually the parts breaking to go up and down, and now they can't get the replacement parts to fix them. So now all of them are permanently up all the time. Unless you want to permanently make it down, you can definitely do that. Or if you own it, get rid of it completely and start with your own thing. But if you are going to replace anything, keep in mind, you can't have it in the MGM rental pool unless it looks exactly like all the other ones. So until there's a big change and they say, you know what, let's get rid of those, they are here indefinitely. Here we are. You do have a mirror on this side. That's kind of cool. On the inside of the store. So safe area, internet area over here. And then this bedroom, this one bedroom has a strip view from the bedroom. So this is their king size bed. Here, tall headboard. I really love that. Wallpaper on all the sides. That's pretty nice. I like having textured areas throughout the unit and not just plain white walls. Here we go. And here is your strip view. Let me actually step behind this here. Boom, boom. And here we are. So you're looking underneath this pool in the second tower here. A lot of lawn chairs. You got cabanas, which is fun. I mean, if you're on vacation, this really screams vacation time to me. Like, honestly, I was just thinking about while I was looking through the unit, I'm like, would I buy in Las Vegas or would I try to find something similar outside of Las Vegas? And I personally don't know of any areas that are as nice as Las Vegas for me. But hopefully someday I could find something like that so I could have a vacation outside of my own town. All my staycations. Here we are. And this is going to be pretty dark too. Let's see how this camera does. And I got my camera as well. Or my light. Here we are. Wow, this is actually coming up very nice on this camera. You have your jetted tub area here. Of course, the power is off currently, so we can't take a look really in detail, but I can tell you that from what I've seen with doing my phone camera up close on pretty much all these surfaces, is that it all looks very good. And I am surprised at the condition, so that's pretty nice. Here we are. And then let's get onto this side over here. Again, looking at the condition of the cabinets, everything looks to be in very good shape. Here we are. And then all of the tile too, it looks to be in very good shape in this unit. And I know I'm kind of moving around everywhere, but I really just want to make sure we get a real detailed view of what's going on. What I do like is that there isn't any marks on the cabinet in here. That's a point where you usually get some marks from people moving around and whatnot. Here we go. This all looks pretty good. I love the undermounted sinks. Here we go. It's the small details. Oh, and hey guys, can you see me? I'm in the dark. Here we go. And going up and around. This is really interesting to me, and one of my other clients pointed it out. Of course, I knew that this is a very large door. This looks like it could be more than 36 inches wide, which is a very large door. But this accesses the water closet area, and it gives you more than enough room for a wheelchair to be able to come in and possibly even turn around. So this is a very ADA compliant unit in terms of being able for everybody to have access to it. And you do have a phone in here too, just in case of emergencies, or if you want to order room service while you're doing your business. What I did want to point out though, for this unit, another thing, both of these toilets, this toilet right here and the toilet over in the second bath, are both running. I don't know if you picked that up in the audio, but they are both running. That is one of the flaws I'm seeing. I don't know why they are running, but may want to have that checked out if you end up purchasing it. I'm sure it's going to be an easy fix. Usually it is. With Las Vegas, there's chlorine in your water, right? That's just like an added thing that they try to make your water clean. But the side effect of having chlorine in your water is over long-term exposure, you do have your flaps that end up, your flaps in your toilet go bad, and then they warp a little bit and will start running. I actually learned that not too long ago when I was purchasing or having one of my clients purchase another water softener system. They also sold them a system to remove all of the chlorine, which is very interesting. I don't believe you can do that in these condos, but for the single family homes, I use Kinetico, and I mean, I don't get anything from them, but I always rep them because I have a system. I mean, it's like a $5,000 water system, but man, that is perfect. And then their RO system's fantastic too. Here we are. Oh, you can see the camera. That's my camera. All right, so back to the work. Here we are, looking at the grout lines. I mean, I'm zooming in really in here, and this grout lines actually look very good. Usually the big culprits are those corners right here and right there, and then you have like black spots or dark, dark spots in here. All of it actually looks extremely good. So this is very pleasant for me to see. And there we go. And all the seals actually looked okay. Here we go. So you do have an area here that looks like it could be trimmed up a bit, but let me see what's going on when it closes. I didn't notice that previously. Yeah, so maybe you want to, well, actually this looks, well, that's tricky. I wonder what's going on with that. So it looks like it could be something that you want to replace at some point, but it doesn't look like it's bad. I don't see any problems right now with it, but you gotta keep an eye on that. So that is this one bedroom in MGM Signature, and I hope you guys got value out of this. And of course, like and subscribe. And to my clients, I'm gonna get this uploaded as soon as possible and send it over to you guys right away. So here's one of the units. We'll talk to you. Bye.